Come get your man, Chris Paul. Yo, Chris, come get your boy. Yo, come get your man. Hey, yo, first and foremost, that was a great game. I came in from work. I caught the highlights. These games mean a whole lot more to them than it do to us. And we balling. Don't you ever get it fucked up. We are balling. We out here kicking ass and we applying pressure to these niggas. Don't get it fucked up. Don't let the final score get you in your feeling. Nigga, we applying pressure to these names. We applying pressure to the media darlings, the cash cows of the NBA. We applying pressure. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. Last night was a sensational game. It came down to the last shot. Mitsubishi hit the shot. I ain't mad at him, but that's his spot. I don't know why we doubled the last play of the game had me baffled. Even though I know for a fact Brandon should have got that foul called. That's just, but this I get what's going on. They letting us play. I can't ask for more than that. I'm really happy that they're letting us play basketball. It ain't political no more. If he would have got that call, it would have been all right now. You know, LeBron would have complained, and it would have been a league this and a league that, and it would have been a lot on LeBron because Chris Paul is gone. There's nothing that he can do to bring him back. It's over. His career's retired, no matter what happens. If they bring him back for a game in New Orleans or Charlotte, wherever, it don't matter no more. He's out of here. Norbert is out of here. Happy Friday, everybody. This is how I want to start the Friday off. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement. We got Charlotte. We owe them an ass whooping, and we need to deliver that ass whooping. By the way, don't get fucked. We need to deliver that ass whooping. We need to get them up out of there. We can't lose to them twice and lose a back-to-back. We can't do that. I'm not in the mood for that. I don't want to step into the weekend like that. You know what I mean? I'm already in a certain mode where I want to quit my job. Don't get on the loser streak when I'm about to quit now. Come on now. But beautiful game. Scotty was the best player on the court. And he made it look easy. He's the most productive player on the court, made it look easy. BI was BI, but I didn't like that celebration. That's where my frustration lies. Like, the game was magnificent. It came down to the last shot. It was the best. That was it. If it's going to come down to that, it's going to come down to that. Sometimes you're on one end of it. Sometimes you're on the other end. But that celebration, I was like, these niggas is extra. It meant that much to y'all to beat us. So wait a minute. So it meant that you got Luka, LeBron, Ayton. What's that? 3, Hall of number 1 picks or whatever? Top 10 picks? You got a team, and then what do you like? You got fucking Keanu Reeves over there averaging like 20-something a game. What are we talking about, really? You beat us, and it was a competitive game. It was a dogfight. What's the NCAA championship Final Four celebrate? What was the celebration for? One shining moment, ass nigga. What was all that celebrating for? It ain't, and when LeBron was celebrating, it wasn't because Mitsubishi hit the shot. That wasn't why that shit seemed more personal. It was a lot more. It was a lot. And then he did. See, I didn't mind the celebrating until he started doing that sassy, that 2-finger shit the girls be doing on the podcast when they be agreeing with you. Oh my, I fucking hate it. If I can break them fucking fingers off their hand whenever yes, and they tap them finger. I'm like, oh, stop doing that shit. It's fucking annoying. God, when he started doing it with Bob, I was like, nah, you doing too much. And we can't even get a rematch. Like, in the hood, you lose a game winner, you're like, all right, run it back. We can't even run it back. We gotta wait. Good shot, Mitsubishi. You know what I'm saying? They would, and you could tell it was something extra with LeBron. He's in his feelings about a lot of things. His career is coming to an end. He got to go back to Cleveland. The LA run is over. Chris Paul, he can't do nothing to save his homie. It's over. You're going to have to figure out your farewell tour. It's either this, next year's his farewell tour. I believe he's going to retire. Because I don't think his son is redshirted. So it's going to be, he's not going to play for another 2 years. They let one son get in. They're not going to let both get in. Bryce got to perform. Especially with Carmelo's son performing, Bryce got to perform because they play the same position. Bryce got to perform. And I don't think LeBron has 2 or 3 more years left in him. I think he got 1 more year. He'll play this year, and next year may be the farewell tour or the farewell before the farewell tour. I don't think he plays. He's going to try and wait for Bryce, but you could tell there's something going on. You know what I mean? I don't mean necessarily with the kid's playing ability, but you know how it is, politics, and these older, these fucking G League guys are now going back to college. You got fucking 28-year-old college freshmen now. Like, it's a lot of weird shit going on that's going to hinder his development and getting him into the league so that he can play with his brother and his pops. I don't know if he's going to have enough time because I don't see LeBron lasting any longer. You know what I mean? But that it seemed that celebration was extra. I was like, oh, you doing that on a home? Like, if you do that shit somewhere else, cool, we get it. But you did that at the not against us, nigga. That was just Thursday to us. You out here celebrating like you did something, nigga. That's just Thursday. That's our new Thursday. You know what I mean? Like how you have Taco Tuesdays, nigga. That's our Thursday. That ain't shit to us. What you talking about? You won on a buzzer beater. It wasn't like you hit the shot, nigga. You had 8 points. It's the beginning of the down. The avalanche is starting. He gonna have to start looking for the next exit, man. You're gonna have to get off at that next exit, man. But last night was a great game. That's what basketball is supposed to look like. When you let 2 teams play, that's the biggest takeaway I got. So I'm getting from this season so far. You're letting us play. You know what I mean? The machine, no politics. The machine is letting us hoop. You know what I mean? And there's a lot going on the outside. There's a lot of basketball. I told y'all a year ago that the basketball conversation has become bigger than the actual game. But we're getting some quality basketball, especially from our team. You know what I mean? We hooping. The Raptors are definitely hooping. Last night was no different. That was it's just Thursday to us. You know what I mean? We cleaned it up. We beat the Hornets tonight. We owe them an ass whooping. You know what I mean? We had them 17 points. Another great Scotty night, too. We should have won that game. Let's get them out the way tonight. Even it up, get back to feeling. No, we definitely still feel good. I wasn't going to talk about Portland. Like, us beating Portland ain't nothing to talk about unless Chauncey's still there. If Chauncey was still a head coach, I'd like, oh, this nigga was bad. He put that money down. But, he ain't played, so it's whatever. But we let one slip away. Like, that's the underlying theme. We let one slip away. It came down to the last shot. Hichimura hit the shot. You know what I mean? That's what you get paid to do as a professional. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's gonna be us. Sometimes it's gonna be them. I was a little annoyed with the foul not being called. That he was fouled. Ayton definitely fouled him, and I don't mean going on his way to the basket while he was going left. Yo, that nigga was definitely using both hands. Both hands. Pause. Definitely fouled him. And then he rim protected really well, but nigga, the foul was on the ground. You got to call that and let us take it out or whatever, put him on the free throw line. You know what I mean? Let us do what we do. Force them to hit you know what I mean? The game was tied, but you got to put at home. I expected him to, you expect our star player to be on the line. You know what I mean? But, it didn't happen. And we were on the end of a buzzer beater. You know what I mean? Mitsubishi hit the shot. But the defensive scheme I didn't like that either. Like, why would we double team the ball handler? Then he gives it to LeBron. We know LeBron is going to make the next play. I'd rather LeBron shoot. Let that old nigga shoot. He having a horrible night. He got 8 points. He's having a horrible fucking night shooting. If he hit the shot, he hit the shot. But I believe everybody should have just stayed with their man and let's see what happens. I believe we win in overtime. I don't think LeBron and them had overtime in them. You know what I mean? They thought they had us. We were down 13. They thought they had us. Just watching that game made me believe we could beat anybody. Ain't much you could do. that game was a big game as far as basketball politics for us. That would have put us in a good space politically. You know what I mean? Because they letting us play. We got to do our part and win these games. But that was a winnable game. You know what I mean? We did what we were supposed to do. They definitely know we outside. They know we a problem. We played well. I like what I saw. You know what I mean? We lost the first 2 quarters. I was a little because everybody's MO, especially coming into playing against a young team and playing against the Raptors. The MO for years has win the first quarter and then fight them off for the rest of the game, the next 36 minutes. Now you got a problem because we could pop off any quarter, but you know that third quarter is looking like it's a headache. So coming back off a halftime, that third quarter is becoming a real situation for us to take advantage of because the momentum shifts. So we lost the first 2 quarters, wasn't a big deal, but then we came in, we dropped 40 in the third because that's something that we're capable of doing. And we made it respectable going into the fourth, only down by 2. We thugged it out, came down to the last shot. Like I said, BI definitely got fouled. They should have called that, but they didn't. Bron, listen, Scotty was the most productive and the best player on the court. LeBron made the best play. He made the biggest play. That's it. And he utilized the fact that we didn't have Jakob Poeltl. It was a masterclass the way he was utilizing the center. Ayton is trash. Like Ayton, let's be clear. Ayton is trash. Grossly overpaid. One of the worst number 1 picks ever in NBA history, especially at center, with all the potential that he had. His arrogance got in the way. The same thing that happened with Rudy Gobert. Felt he was bigger than the program. He should have got more touches. Never had the offensive game to match his appetite. Same thing with Ayton. He don't have the game. If he had an actual game, giving him the rock would be easier for teams. He wouldn't even be a Laker. He would have stayed with the Suns because they're going to utilize them. But he don't have that game to be utilized. So, but LeBron made sense of him. Lob. They did not put him in a situation where he had to use any post move because he ain't got none. So LeBron penetrates, gets the attention, he throws it up, he dunks. We gave up 58 points in the paint because we didn't have Jakob Poeltl. And that's what could we do? You know what I mean? That's par for the course. It happens. But we still scored 120 points on 89 shots. We still shot 49% from the field. We still shot 41% from 3. We had 15 threes. 81% from the free throw line. Won the rebounding battle. 39 assists. We had like 44 shots, and 39 of those shots were assisted against the Lakers. 21 fast break points. If you asking me, we did our thing. We did everything we were supposed to do. We hooped. We played well. RJ is still out. Can't wait for him to come back. Jakob Poeltl was out. Luka was out for the Lakers. I felt like it was even playing ground, and it was a good game. That was a good game. I'm gonna watch the extended highlights again because the NBA is starting to. We got extended highlights. Let me reiterate that we got extended highlights. The only place where you're gonna get extended highlights is on the app. Now they're putting it on YouTube, so you're gonna get the 30 minutes of all. You're gonna get all the possessions. That's all I watch anyway. All the possessions. Last night was a great game. You know what I mean? But life, like in sports and in life, all the rewards go to the completion, not the effort. You got to finish. You know what I mean? Finishing matters. Finishing the job matters a lot, especially in sports. It makes no sense if you put forth a magnificent effort and you lose, because then it starts to eat away at you. Winning is important. That's the key. You compete to win. Last night we let one slip away. You know what I mean? It happens. That's part of the hustle. But we got to finish those games. You know what I mean? And the refs got to make the right. That I can't even blame us. This is the first time that we lost, and you really can't. There's nothing to blame. There's really nothing for me to really be negative about. I can't. Everybody who did their job, and it came down to the very last possession, a buzzer beater. What more? It happens. We just can't lose tonight to the Hornets. Now, if we lose tonight to the Hornets, now then I'm gonna be annoyed. Then there's gonna be that frustration going into the weekend, and we don't need that. You know what I mean? Let's beat the Hornets. They're 6-60. Let's get them out the way, and then we go into the weekend with a smile on our face. You know what I mean? Everybody should have. I believe everybody should have stayed with their man though on that last possession, but we didn't. You know what I mean? I would have forced LeBron. Who was having a horrible night to take that last shot 10 times out of 10. Because Mitsubishi, that's his spot. You know what I mean? That's the shot they want him to take 10 times out of 10 over LeBron taking any shot, especially last night, to win the game. So it is what it is. You knew LeBron wasn't going to take. He wasn't going to take that shot and lose it. Because if he misses that one, woo, Chris Paul being sent home, and then you miss the game winner, time to get them old niggas up out of here. All the old niggas gotta go. Time to go. Everybody got to pack up all the old heads. But it saved that narrative for another day. You know what I mean? So what you think in the comment section? I think Scotty's playing well. We gotta start winning games when he gives us these performances, man. Like watch, one of these dudes is gonna start that narrative where it's gonna he playing well, but he's taken away, and then man. We got to make the most of it when Scotty is making it look, and it's starting to look easy too. That's what's interesting. This month's defensive player of the month, I believe, or last month. Oh, I think this month, December. He was defensive player of the week or defensive player of the month. My whole thing is when he gives us those performances, we got to win, man. Like we can't just let those shits go to waste. That's annoying as fuck. Like when he give us these damn near triple doubles and these. You know what I mean? And that's my big thing. If he can get us 11, 12 rebounds a game, shit, we got to win. Because that's one of them things where we want to leverage. He can leverage his whole game. Just so rebounding is important to him. He leverages the rebound and everything is. Look how easy he's getting it done too. You know what I mean? Like we gotta reward that with victories. He deserves that. If I guarantee you, if we win that game last night, you can fucking just punch his ticket for All-Star, All-NBA, and All Defensive. Because the Lakers are the cash cow of the league. That's a big market. That would have been a win and a smooth, easy performance against LeBron, aka 40,000, 12 and 12, versus the beauty of the Western Conference. They're still making them. They're still bringing in crazy paper for the NBA on the West Coast. It's the market, it's the business, it's the politics, it's the relevancy. The reality is, LeBron, that performance outshining LeBron on a night like that would have definitely put him in some great conversations. It would have forced it. It would have definitely forced it. He's definitely handling his business. So we can't be in a space where he doesn't get rewarded because then it limits the conversations. He should be in every conversation. Every loss pulls him away from the conversations that we all want him to be a part of. So we got to make sure we win. You know what I mean? We win last night. Shit. That performance is highlighted. You damn near had a 23-point triple-double. Smooth, quiet. We got to reward those performances. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm out of here. Peace.